बोला $100 चेकिंग से सेविंग्स में गया, राइट? 600 था, तो 600
ओके ओके,
कितना होता है?
दोनों
$500,
में ही
राइट? दोनों में सेम।
चेकिंग टू सेविंग, ओके
एंड
ओके,
सेविंग्स में भी
दोनों
कितना
में
हुआ?
सेम।
सेविंग्स में भी कितना हुआ?
$500।
$500, ठीक है। दिस इज कॉल्ड
ओके
एज अ कंसिस्टेंसी, ठीक है।
ओके।
आफ्टर गाइस विड्रॉइंग द मनी, जैसे आपके पास मनी विड्रॉ होता है तो डेफिनेटली यू गॉट अपडेटेड बैलेंस, राइट? सो दैट इज बाय कंसिस्टेंसी, व्हेनेवर एनी पर्टिकुलर पर्सन विड्रॉ द मनी, okay, at least some updated balance should be there, okay? After the transaction, updated balance should be shown to your windows. That is called as a consistency, maintaining some kind of a rules. Okay, got it, all of you?
या
So
गॉट
consistency
इट।
will ensure that even after the transaction, the total amount will remain the same, okay, following by following the banking rules and all. So that is a consistency, guys, we have. Okay, maintaining the rules. Now coming to the isolation. Okay, a very famous question: when I can say that my database is considered to be the isolated, guys? So isolation means simple, like non-interference means transactions don't interfere. Okay, that is said to be the isolation. It means what I can say, suppose guys multiple transactions happening at the same time, right? So each particular transaction is basically executing independently, okay? They are not dependent on each other. It means they are not interfering each other. So all the transactions basically executing independent, means each transaction is isolated from others until it is finished, guys. That is said to be the transaction don't interfere, okay? Means executing the each particular transaction independently without interfering to each other. Okay, suppose example, I'll say again, suppose two friends are there, okay? Two friends are transferring money to each other at the same time. Okay, suppose Abhishek want to transfer some money to the Nilesh. Okay, so what I'll do, okay, Abhishek will transfer, okay, Abhishek will transfer $50 to Nilesh, okay, and at the same time, okay, I'm saying at the same time, Nilesh is also transferring to Abhishek. Okay, Nilesh also transferring $50 or maybe $30, suppose, let's say $30 to Abhishek. Both this particular transaction occurring at the same time, but guys, these two transactions is not basically interfering with each other, right? All of you, we can do that. You can see whenever we transfer the amount of money in Google Pay, on Phone Pay, or Paytm, right? If we are doing the transaction at the same times, we got our money back, right? It reflects in our accounts without using the interference. All of you, right? These are said to be the isolation. ठीक है, बिना कोई इंटरफेरेंस के, ठीक है। अभिषेक भी कैन एबल टू ट्रांसफर $50 टू नीलेश, और नीलेश भी सेम टाइम पे $30 अभिषेक को ट्रांसफर कर रहा है। ओके, दे विल नॉट गोइंग टू अफेक्ट एनी काइंड ऑफ अ ट्रांजैक्शन, गाइस। दोनों ट्रांजैक्शन इंडिपेंडेंटली अपने ये कर रहे हैं, एग्जीक्यूट हो रहे हैं। सो दैट इज सेड टू बी आइसोलेशन। बोथ द ट्रांजैक्शंस आर आइसोलेटेड फ्रॉम ईच अदर। गॉट इट, ऑल ऑफ यू, एवरीवन?
या गॉट इट।
ठीक है, और एक लास्ट है हमारे पास, ड्यूरेबिलिटी। व्हाट इज मीन बाय ड्यूरेबिलिटी? ड्यूरेबिलिटी मींस गाइस अ परमानेंट चेंजेस, ठीक है। Durability means a permanent changes. That is said to be the a durability. Okay, it means once guys transaction is completed, okay, the changes are saved permanently. Okay, even if there is a system crash right after your transaction, the changes will going to be saved there. Okay, example, suppose after guys you transfer $100 to your savings account and transaction is marked as a completed. Okay, you have transferred $100. Suppose Abhishek have transferred $100 to Nilesh. Okay, and that transaction is considered marked as a complete one. Okay, so the banking system will ensure that these changes get saved immediately. Okay, even if the bank's computer will going to crash or bank server will get crashed whenever after the transactions only, right? But the changes are basically has been saved. That is said to be guys or durability. Okay, even after any kind of an operation, the particular changes has been basically get saved permanently in the databases. Those are said to be guys a durability. Okay, so there are lots of applications, so we can able to see this of asset properties. Okay, we can see the asset properties in majorly in banking systems. Okay, banking system is other guys. Then online shopping, okay, which involves all the money kind of a transaction. ठीक है, उस जगह पे guys we basically use the this kind of system. Reservation system also we use the asset properties. Okay, hotel flights bookings. तो जहाँ जहाँ पे guys money involve होता है तो वहाँ पे आपका basically asset properties implemented होते हैं already. Okay, these are the some applications of it. Got it, all of you? Atomicity, consistency, isolation, and durability.
Yes, got it.
ठीक है, so these are the some basic things we have. Okay, now coming to the, I guess guys आपका हुआ होगा SQL table creation and inserting the data, right? All of you, these two things has been completed till now. ये हुआ है ना, table creation और inserting the data.
Yes, sir.
ठीक है,
Uh,
so I
sir,
hope like,
I have not done till yet.
okay, no worries, I'll show you. Okay, so let's understand the tables in SQL. Table is basically a fundamental object. Okay, it's a very fundamental object in the relation database system guys, because it store your data, right? ये आपका data store करके ऐसा रखता है. Okay, and this basically organize the data in a structure format using the rows and columns. We have the rows and we have the columns, right? So that is basically said to be the tables. We have the rows and we have the columns. दो चीज होते हैं टेबल में आपके पास, rows and column guys. Okay, so these are the things are there, and before going for the table guys, you should know at least some data types about the SQL. Okay, so ठीक है, let me give some creation of the tables. ठीक है, tables को create करने से पहले, ठीक है, create and insert करने से पहले, let's understand the SQL के data types. Okay, that is a major thing. So if I'm talking about the SQL data types, okay, there are three types of data guys we have. Okay, data types means which kind of a data basically you want to store in your tables. That is said to be the SQL data types. Okay, that is said to be the data types guys. Which kind of a data you want to store in your particular table. Okay, so this will ensure that the data which is stored in a table will be consistent and in an efficient way. Okay, so if I'm talking about there are around lots of data types we have, but just the fundamental data types guys we have with us, that is the string. Okay, one is the string, one is the guys a numeric. Okay, one is the date and time. Okay, so I will again basically will give you the brief idea about these data types. ठीक है, जब वो start करेंगे, I'm just giving you the fundamental idea. String, numeric and date and times. ठीक है, ये कुछ हमारे fundamental data types हैं. ठीक है, string means guys a textual data. String means a textual data. Got it? So for the textual data, we have the char. ठीक है, char यहाँ पे n guys. N is basically said to be the कि आपको कितने कहाँ तक स्टोर करना है. N will be the number of alphabets you want to store. Okay, how much number of alphabets you can able to store, that will be the guys n आपका.
What is char there?
Char is a
Like
data type.
character.
Yes, character, right? Character. Char is a character. That is a data type. ठीक है, string का data type. Then we have the varchar. You might be heard about the varchar, right? Okay, varchar again.
Variable character like.
Yeah, variable character. It means around we can able to store 256 kind of a character at a time, right? And मतलब number of characters आप कितने store कर सकते हो. Characters can be guys whatever things you can able to say in your keyboard, at a exclamation mark or like special symbols A B C D up to Z. ठीक है, 1 2 3 4 open bracket close bracket, whatever you can see in your keyboard, that is considered as a characters. ठीक है, जो कि single quote में store करते हैं हम लोग. Whatever things you are storing inside the single quote, that is considered to be as a character. ठीक है, so char and varchar, these are the two data types we have. Mostly we use the varchar only. ठीक है, हम varchar ज़्यादा use करते हैं. ठीक है, variable and character को store करने के लिए. Then we have the guys numeric. Numeric data type means guys we have the lots of numeric data types. I'll go with the easy one. That is integer. If you want to store the integer only, what is meant by integer? Starting from 0 to infinity, guys. That is said to be the integers. Okay, 0 to infinity is said to be the integers. Okay, so for that guys you can able to use the int data type. Then you have the big int, guys. Suppose you want to store the phone numbers, or you want to store a very big integers like around 30 digits 40 digits kind of integers, so you can able to use the big int for that. ठीक है, इसका स्टोरिंग कैपेसिटी इंटीजर से काफी ज्यादा है. इंटीजर का स्टोरिंग कैपेसिटी जस्ट आपका आई गेस अराउंड 2 बिलियन है, बट बिग इंटीजर का स्टोरिंग कैपेसिटी इज गाइस मोर देन 92 बिलियंस. ठीक है, तो डिफरेंस बिटवीन इंट एंड बिग इंट इज लॉस ऑफ डिफरेंसेस वी हैव, ठीक है। इंट यानी छोटे डेटा को स्टोर करने के लिए एटलीस्ट 2 बिलियन तक आप स्टोर कर सकते हो, एंड बिग इंट मींस वेरी बिग डेटा यू कैन एबल टू स्टोर, ओके, वेरी बिग इंटीजर्स, ओके। देन यू हैव द फ्लोट, अगर गाइस आपका डेटा डेसिमल फॉर्मेट में, यू हैव द डेटा इन द डेसिमल फॉर्मेट, राइट, यानी पॉइंट वाले फॉर्मेट, तो आपका फ्लोट यू कैन एबल टू यूज, एंड लॉस ऑफ अदर डेटा टाइप्स आल्सो यू हैव इनसाइड द न्यूमेरिक, बट ये कुछ बेसिक वाले हैं। एंड डेट एंड टाइम में गाइस इट मींस जो डेट एंड टाइम आप यूज करते हो, इट में इन विच पर्टिकुलर डेट एंड टाइम यू वांट टू स्टोर, ओके। सो वी हैव द डेट टाइम, आपको याद है तो हमारे पास डेट टाइम है, ओके। देन वी हैव द डेट, इफ वांट टू स्टोर द टाइम स्टैम्प, देन हमारे पास गाइस टाइम स्टैम्प्स भी है, ठीक है। सो देयर आर लॉट ऑफ बेसिकली डेटा टाइप वी हैव फॉर द डेट एंड टाइम, ठीक है। गॉट इट यहाँ तक अभिषेक एंड अदर्स? गॉट द डेटा टाइप्स गाइस, ठीक है। 3 टाइप्स के डेटा है, इनके अंदर में डिफरेंट डिफरेंट टाइप्स के बेसिकली वी हैव द थिंग्स, ठीक है। स्ट्रिंग के अंदर में कैर अंडर कैर, वी बेसिकली यूज द var, न्यूमेरिक के अंदर में इंट बिग इन फ्लोट, वी यूज द इंट एंड फ्लोट ज्यादा, ठीक है। डेट एंड टाइम में गाइस हमारे पास डेट एंड टाइम, डेट एंड टाइम स्टैम्प, जो इसमें हम डेट ज्यादा यूज करते हैं, ओके। दिस आर द डेटा टाइप्स यू हैव। नाउ लेट्स सी हाउ वी कैन एबल टू सिंटैक्स टू क्रिएट अ टेबल गाइस, सिंटैक्स टू क्रिएट अ टेबल इन डेटाबेस, ठीक है। So it's very simple. Create table. ठीक है. Then guys, you have to give the table name. Look it very carefully, Abhishek. Table name. Okay. Create table. Table name. Then open the bracket and close the bracket. Okay. And here you're going to basically write it, guys. Column name. कि आपका कॉलम का नाम क्या होना चाहिए. Then आप अपना data type दोगे. Which data type you want to give it. Okay. So column name 1, column name 2, column name 3. ठीक है. And you have to give the comma. Comma means you are starting with a new column. Comma means you are starting with a new column. So it depends upon you how much you wanted to give it. ठीक है. Got it? So n columns. आया समझ में? सिंटैक्स कैसा है इसका टेबल को क्रिएट करने का? अभिषेक, others have understand how we can able to create a table? Create table, table name, column name 1, column name 2, column name 3, जैसे जैसे आप दोगे you can able to specify here. Okay. Suppose example, guys, you are create table coaches. ठीक है. इसमें you can able to give the name, suppose student name. Okay. Definitely guys, student name आपका string है, so we use the varchar for it, right? And suppose I want to store around 200 characters, then I'll give the student ID, all of you, student ID, ठीक है. ID can be an integer, so I'll use the integer, right, data type. Then I'll use key which particular batch, so batch I can set, so data analytics, data science, data business analytics, that I can able to take. I'll give around 20 characters, right? So you can see we have created that coachex table here, right? And फिर उसके अंदर में you can execute this, you can say command completed successfully, and then you can able to retrieve the data from by using select star from, से आप data retrieve कर सकते हो easily, right? So you can see student name, student ID, batch, right guys, all of you, है कि नहीं? And then you can able to insert the records by using the insert statement. Insert का syntax क्या है? Syntax of insert, all of you, insert into table name, right? Then you have to give the column names, you have to specify the column name here, जो भी आपका column name है वहाँ पे specify करना पड़ेगा, right, all of you, everyone, okay. Then you have to use the values, and then you can guys insert the value, suppose value 1, value 2, okay. So guys, you can able to insert the values, okay. Then all of you, and आप इसे insert कर सकते हो, like example, insert into coachex, give the column names, suppose guys column names we have student name, right? Then student ID, here आपका student ID है, so you can give it here, and then batch guys you can able to give it, and then you can write the values, and then you can give the value. Suppose student name is Nilesh, we have, then student ID is suppose 1 2 3 something, okay, 1 2 3, and batch is suppose a data science, okay, a data science. Then suppose I want to insert 2 records, so मैं comma देके again I'll start the bracket and I'll insert the 2 records. Suppose I want to insert Abhishek, okay, Abhishek, and I'll give the ID here. Then suppose I'll do data analytics, data analyst, right? Now you can give the comma here in order to end the particular row, and just guys select this out and execute. So you can see 2 rows affected. Again, if you're going to check it out, the rows has been executed here. Can you see all of you? ठीक है, तो ये इंसर्शन का सिंटैक्स है एंड आपका गाइस इसका सिंटैक्स है, क्रिएशन का सिंटैक्स है. एटलीस्ट गाइस यू शुड नो द सिंटैक्सेस. आपको अगर सिंटैक्स पता है तो डायरेक्टली यू कैन एबल टू राइट एनी क्वेरी यू वांट. ठीक है, सो these are the things are there which is basically